All right, y'all, welcome in. Today, Fan's going to walk us through how to beat Icebow. He faced Hunter a couple times, so let's get into it. Fan, how you doing?
Doing pretty good. I'm excited once again to be on this channel.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, it's good to have you back, man. It's good to have you back. We're up against Icebow. How is this matchup for you? How do you feel when you see it?
Not the best, to be honest. It's a very bad matchup, but if you work around the musketeer, you could be fine.
You said work. Like you're saying, the musketeer's key to winning.
Yeah, I'd say so. Just placing it in the middle because they have a rocket.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Is that a good Tesla from him, you think?
I think so, because he kind of has to play it there because his cycle is not the best. So
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. All right, he's throwing out the rocket. When you're in single elixir, like what's the game plan? Like what do you specifically like? When are you playing your balloon? When are you just locking in and playing defense?
in single, in singles your time, balloon's time to get damage. To be honest, you need to play around that cycle. Maybe you could get a balloon connection, but you need to force that elixir on defense from them, and then you can maybe outcycle them.
I got you.
But that's actually pretty quick as well.
Okay, so you're saying it kind of depends on what, like, how the cycle starts. So you kind of adapt to their cycle at the beginning.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, all right, that makes sense. Okay, so he's going minor, bar barrel, put in a little bit of pressure. It doesn't seem like they have cheap cards, so like your cheap cycle pressure might can force out some expensive responses for them.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going bomb tower. I wonder where we skeletons. Are we gonna go high, low, low? Okay. Where do you usually? Oh, actually, okay, I see. They put a high Tesla. We going balloon opposite lane?
Yeah, exactly. And then I just put an extra for cheap, and I mine it on the tower because I'm not using a NATO, so I just place the mine over.
I got you. How come you put the mine on the tower instead of the expo?
That's what you want to do in this. Cause if you put the miner on the expo, you're just pretty much wasting the miner because you need the miner to get damage in this, otherwise you're never gonna get damage.
Makes sense.
Because then they just get a free rocket on your tower if you play a miner on the expo.
Got it. Do you ever miner a Tesla, or are you always going for chip damage?
Rarely, unless they have no NATO inside, but you can mine on the Tesla, but I wouldn't really mine on the Tesla if they have a NATO and just play it on tower.
That makes sense. We're probably
like chip damage.
You need the minor chip damage. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, we put a musketeer down in the middle. It's gonna help take down that knight. They play log. Probably gonna go ice column in front, protect a little bit.
Yeah, and you'll see the muskie in the middle. It's just forcing him to play cards in the back, and I'm stacking for the Evo as well.
That makes sense.
So even muskie's good in this as well.
Okay. Do you against this matchup, do you have like early on? Do you avoid NATO with the minor, or do you just accept it's going to happen at some point, like with your minor placements?
At the beginning, you're gonna have to avoid the NATO. You give King Tower early, then it's pretty much impossible to win.
I got you. I noticed that you put your musketeer close to the tower. Were you trying to bait out the rocket? Like, was that intentional? Like how can you put your musketeer right there?
I think I just misclicked the muskie there. I meant to play it a tire higher, so he couldn't rocket it.
All right, that's cool. I was just curious, like education wise. Okay, cool.
Okay, if you play it in the middle anyways, they could rocket tornado. And what I like to do when I see the rocket come down, I just balloon at the bridge because I know they're gonna NATO to kill the musk, and then they have no elixir to defend.
Yeah,
you see here.
Yeah. Ooh, this seems like it might be a key moment, like a turning point. Because they're down elixir, you might be able to do something.
Yeah, exactly. I just killed the Icebow there.
Okay, yeah, I see. Ooh, interesting. I don't even know if they've expoed really much either. You've been putting up so much pressure, it seems like they can't really expo.
We can defend the expo pretty deeply, to be honest. Like, even if they're expo.
Got it. So he doesn't expo much because we can defend it so cheaply?
Exactly. The only way he gets damage is really just like placing rockets on our tower. That's pretty much it.
Alright. So it sounds like the game plan generally is you're going to miner the tower to get chip damage. You might get some death damage. Don't expect the balloon to connect, so you really just need a lot of miner chip.
Exactly.
And then you get elixir from your musketeer getting value. Is that right?
Yeah, that's pretty much how you want to play it.
Okay. What do you think was like one thing that caused you to win this game?
I'd say that Eva Musk got some value there, and also the muskie in the middle is where you want to play the muskie to get maximum value every time.
Yeah. All right. So we keep cycling to get that Eva Muskin cycle and get a lot of value from her.
Exactly.
All right. Six. Okay. You want to hop in the next one?
Let's do it.
All right. We're in our second game here, up against Hunter again. Starting plays for maybe our beginners. What cards do you usually cycle at the beginning of the game? Are there any cards you don't cycle?
I wouldn't cycle the musketeer to be honest in the back because if they have rock in cycle, you're just giving them free 600 damage and then you down damage
Yeah, makes
and you
sense. That
can't
makes
really
sense.
do anything from that point. So I just
Yeah.
cycle maybe like an ice golem in the middle, maybe a snowball miner, anything except the balloon and the musketeer to be honest.
Anything but the musketeer and balloon. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, we went bot tower high with the Tesla. Okay, they're going Expo. What is your base? Well, watch out. Okay. Are you gonna? Ooh, big decision there. How come you went? How come you didn't tank for the Expo there?
I didn't win the game right here because I knew he was low on elixir and he was going to NATO that, and he had no elixir for the night on time, and you'll see that.
That makes So if they like try to Expo when they don't have elixir, it's okay to just balloon it, tank a little damage, and go in.
Yeah, but at that point he just played his Tesla, so I knew he was going to NATO it. He was at like just coming up to 3 elixir, so if I just plays all my cards down, maybe he could misclick, or I could take half his tower, which I did there.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I've noticed this is probably maybe for beginners that if you have like a miner or a balloon that they can NATO, do you usually play your barb rail down to get some damage on the tower there?
Yeah, you can do because you can because they have to spend more elixir to defend,
Mm,
and then you could get value from musketeer on defense, whatever they use, whilst also attacking to the Evo at the same time.
okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So this is probably gonna like force that a NATO, right? Oh wow, you're gonna do death damage. Okay, clean. Okay. Yeah, it seems like he's kind of scrambled at this point. He probably knows it's over.
Yeah, he tries to get an expert block here, I think, but
Mm,
it doesn't really work.
yeah, that's gonna be tricky. Do you feel like the ice golem buff affect? Do you notice it affecting interactions against Expo decks?
I do, to be honest. I think it tanks the expert for much longer than it used to.
Like it's noticeable. You're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, it just tanks way much more of the expert there.
All right. Let's see. We have 70 seconds. Could you maybe walk us through the defensive strategy? Like, say they go Expo Tesla. What are some defenses that you? What are your like ideal defenses you'd do against them?
If they play an expert and a Tesla at the same time, you can just go ice golem opposite lane and a musketeer on the expert, and they can't afford a knight in time, and the musketeer just kills the entire expert.
All right, y'all. Third game from Hunter here. After this, we're gonna do one like a mortar rocket one that's pretty similar to this mortar rocket ice mortar. All right, here we go. Coming in again. Um, do you face Icebow much? Is there anybody else who's running it on top ladder other than Hunter?
I don't think there is, to be honest. I think
Yeah,
Hunter's really the only one who plays it. So
yeah, kind of impressive from him. Okay. All right, I'm gonna start like try to do little predictions based on your patterns from the last game. So Musketeer, we did this last time. Try to win the bridge battle. Are you gonna miner here or nah?
I
Wait,
don't think I do. I think I just normal that.
just hold on. Okay. He does this. Wait. Okay.
And he actually misclicks the expo there.
Oh my goodness. No way.
I
Oh
didn't
my
actually
god.
notice it until I played that. I just called him that.
All right. Yeah, no, that is cool. This for a while. I think like I was looking at the stats and like the third highest win rate in Ultimate Champion right now is 2.9 Balloon X 2.9 Balloon. It's like
That's
it's
crazy. All the pros are using it now. So.
true. Yeah, some Muhammad Light was practicing on his main account too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so we're at a reset point. You're down 2 elixir. What are you thinking at this point? Like, what are you thinking of playing right here? You're going to play defense, kind of put a musketeer down. What are you usually thinking?
At this point, I could have probably played a musketeer because he just played a rocket, and I could cycle to the Evo. I think I did play a musketeer here.
Oh, wait, there
Yeah,
you go. So it sounds like in reset points, you're really trying to get your musketeer down because she gives you value and you can get to the Evo.
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Okay. I noticed the barbells get you a lot of value too because it forces out something from them.
and I'm just trying to maybe split lane in here and maybe get the Evo skills on myself, but it didn't quite work.
Sure. Good try though. Okay, minor. I noticed they don't have their king tower up yet either. You've done a good job of preventing that.
Yeah, you want to prevent the king's activation in single because if they get it up like a certain minute into the game, you're probably not going to win from that point.
All right, that makes sense.
Unless you get a balloon hit, like, and they have to nade it to the king, that's fine, to be honest.
All right, makes sense. Say you were like watching some beginners and they were losing a bunch. What do you think is one way like people could commonly lose this matchup?
I'd say letting them activate the king, maybe not abusing the musketeer enough. That's what I would say, to be honest.
Okay, I'm tracking. I noticed that snowball pushed the knight off the miner too. Like I feel like every little bit of chip is really a big deal.
Yeah, exactly. You just need to keep pressuring the northern rocket cycle.
Got it. Okay. I see what you mean. So you kind of need to like, up until triple elixir, you're trying to get as much damage as possible because you know they're just going to rocket cycle you at the end.
Exactly. You need the damage you can get.
Yep. All right, I'm following. Okay, we got the Evo Knight coming down. Expo. Okay, be good to see a defensive Expo here. A defense. Okay. Let's see. The trends I'm noticing are we get Ice Golem in the middle, Barbell the Expo, bang, another Barbell in the Expo.
You'll see I go miner on the tower here. This is why miner on the tower is good, because if I go miner on the Expo, it just dies to the Evo Tesla. And I also snowball the Expo.
Got it. Okay. Miner of the tower, snowball the Expo, put the miner outside of the range of the Tesla.
Exactly. And then I just reset with the musketeer here again, because it's just annoying for him to defend it.
Yeah, I see you. I'm noticing that. Like, every reset, you either barbell the bridge or musketeer the middle. I got you. Oh, that's a good log for them. Okay, probably mining the.
A miner because he put a knight. Nice.
Got it. They play the knight. You can miner freely. Okay.
Yeah.
This has got to be death damage, right? Oh, okay. Tesla. Right. Oh, nice must have sniped it out.
I'm just continuing to pressure him because I know he's going to start rock.
Yeah, that makes sense. Good protection within there on the skeletons. Miner away. Yeah, he still doesn't even have king up. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Man, like, I would imagine he'd really want that as early as possible, but. He missed the rocket on the musketeer. That's clutch.
Yeah, I just win.
Wow. So, like, what do you think? Like, were there any like specific moments that won you this game, or was it more of a gradual chip? Like, at what point did you like realize you were going to win?
When you have to keep defending, when he played the second test of defense there, I knew I could just continuously pressure him so he can't rocket my tower.
All right, y'all. Last clip here. We're up against Mortar instead of Expo. Does Mortar change how you play in this matchup, fan?
I'd say yes, because they don't have like a direct way of killing the balloon, because they have to do more on defense to kill the tank for the balloon.
That makes
They
sense.
don't have like a Tesla or like, I don't know, anything else.
I'm following. Since they only have the Mortar, do you play it more aggressively? Do you change up your minor placements? What does having the Mortar instead of the Tesla affect in your playstyle?
Well, the musketeer in the middle, as you see here. And you need to be more aggressive against most players, because you can't because they can't really go more on offense. They have to just keep defending. And you also need to change your minor position. To not be too predictable. And you see here, I do get the musketeer on the tower there.
That's clutch. it seemed like almost like because you forced out the NATO, he just had a lot going on, so he made it forced a mistake out almost.
Yeah, exactly. And you need to force mistakes in bad matchups like these, otherwise
Mm,
the chances of winning are going to be pretty low.
that makes sense. So, all right, I see you. So what we did there is we played the musketeer in the middle, and then we just kept her alive, got the value from her. She killed so many things, got so much value that when they NATO, they didn't really have anything for her. Man, the musketeer is so good in this matchup.
Yeah, it's good against rocket decks, to be honest.
She's good against
He gets
rockets.
a lot of value. Yeah.
Yeah, got it. Cycle those musketeers, y'all. Okay. All right, here we're probably another reset point. Skellies. All right, so I'm gonna guess that you're gonna musketeer here based on the last trends. They rocket. Oh, okay. Never mind.
They
Never
rock
mind.
it.
We're going. We got to go in, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I meant to ask this earlier. Do you ever have the balloon tank for the miner, or is it you're just trying to get, or do you usually want? Oh, yeah. Do you ever have the balloon tank for the miner in these matchups?
In this matchup, yes, because the balloon is never going to make it to the tower.
Mm-hmm.
And minus hit damage is basically your way of getting damage in this matchup.
All right, makes sense. Ooh.
And you see, I keep changing the miner position because if I play in the safe spot, he can either retarget it or just keep playing the knight there.
Yeah, I'm tracking. It seems like something I've noticed is like if they say if they don't have knight and cycle, you can put in the safe spot. But if they do, or they do and have skeletons, are they gonna they do? Oh, they activate King Jack. That's funny. Okay. All right. Okay.
Play the tornado. And I change
Yeah.
the miner spot again.
And you knew you could snowball because they only had skeletons to cycle. Is that fair? Or would you snowball anyways?
Yeah. I would snowball anyways. I'd wait for the ice spirit first. Because if they ice spirit, they can. The snowball's not really going to do anything.
That makes sense. Okay. Okay, we barbell the ice wizard. I'm noticing we're barbering ice wizards a lot too to take him out.
Yeah, he's pretty much unkillable. If you don't get like a musk down.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And look, the musky in the middle here, I just keep going in and I balloon to tank for the miners, you'll see.
Okay. Do you usually go opposite lane, same lane? Does the lane matter to you at all?
I think the same lane is fine in this, to be honest, because they can just keep rocketing, but you must get some value, at least. That's the good part.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, that's the trend of this video, I think, is like get value for your musketeer. Her elixir advantage allows you to be aggressive on offense. Oh, she got a hit there too, clutch.
Yeah, she got a hit, yeah. There's the musketeer value that you need. And then he has to rocket that.
Yes, the rocket that. Yeah, I see it. Man, you're making it look easy too. Like man, this like building NATO magic. Sorry, Ice Wiz building NATO rocket is not this is not easy.
We're not an easy matchup.
Yeah, I guess this is how you get number one in the world. You got to beat the hard counters. Oh,
Nice musketeer, and you can be fine.
Yeah, this is over. You can just tell. 3 wizards down. It doesn't even matter. All right. Yeah, he didn't get like really much. He couldn't really he couldn't mortar on offense at all. Like, oh, I have a question. If they mortar opposite lane, what would you have done? What would you usually do there? So other people might face that.
You could just Icebow in the middle and then balloon on the muscle. Or just musketeer on it. You should be fine.
Okay. All right. That makes sense. Sweet. All right. Well, thank you so much, fan. I hope y'all learned something. If you learned something, type it down in the comments below. Appreciate you, fan. I'll catch y'all. I'll catch you in the next one. Have a great day.
Thank you.